here we're given these two equations of graphs, and we're told that they intersect at points 0, 0, and some point A, A. And we want to find what the value of A is. So basically, we want to find the second point of intersection and figure out, what the A is. How do we find points of intersections of two graphs? We take their equations and set them equal to each other. So we set x equal to 3x squared minus 14. Let's get all our x's on one side, so minus x. We get 0 is equal to 3x squared minus 15x. All right, so we have a quadratic set equal to 0. To make this a little bit easier to work with, I think I'm just going to go ahead and divide both sides by 3 to give me some smaller numbers. So let's come over here. That becomes 0 is equal to x squared minus 5x. Okay? So now that we've done that, there's no constant term, so that's a little bit weird. I'm not really sure off the bat. Again, just looking at this, I don't know how to factor it, so I'm just gonna actually scratch that. I totally do. So you can do the quadratic formula, but you can also do this. This is basically going to factor into the following. You can do this with pretty much any actually quadratic that doesn't have a constant term. Just factor out an x. So if you factor out an x, you're left with x on the outside, and on the inside, just x minus 5. These are your two factors, which makes sense because if you set them equal to 0, for one of them you get x is equal to 0, and for the other you get x minus 5 is equal to 0, so plus 5 on both sides, so x is equal to 5. Why does this sort of make sense? Well, because we just got x, one point of intersection is at x equals 0, which we know because we were just told that one of the points is 0, 0, and we're interested in the other one. So again, if you plug this into the quadratic formula, it'll give you the exact same answers, but I just, before I went and did that, I just realized that you can factor out an x, and that'll always be the case if you don't have a constant term. Factor out an x, so you get one factor is just x by itself, the other is whatever's left over. We set them both equal to 0, so yeah, I got x equals 0 and x equals 5. So you can actually already pretty much be done because we were told that both the x and y value of this point are the same because they're both used, the same variable is used in both. So we know that the point is actually going to be 5, 5. So we can already say that a equals 5, and that's our answer. If you wanted to check this, you can go ahead and plug in 5 into either of your equations. Well, actually, you can plug it directly into this one, right? If you plug in 5 for x over here, then you get y equals 5, so you get 5, 5. If you plug it in over here, use your calculator, you'll also find that y equals 5. So that's just a quick way you can check your work.